delegates. Welcome to ATS MUN’25. Today we discuss global governance of artificial intelligence, excellence, opportunities, and regulations. I am Sudarshan, your chat brother. I will go delegates to maintain decorum, speak respectfully, and follow the 10 minutes. Each candidate will get a 3 to 4 minutes for an opening speech. India, we are the floor.
It's a privilege to represent India. It has a great potential in healthcare, education, and disaster, but it must be governed ethically. India produces an international aid agency to monitor aid development globally, ensuring transparency and ethical deployment. We urge all nations to collaborate, prevent misuse, and local forcing Asian responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you, India. Here's a year the
Honorable Chair, delegates. The USA-based and artificial intelligence is one of the greatest opportunities of our century, but also one of the greatest risks left unchecked. AI payments will lower sectors that our capabilities is very low. The USA emphasize AI monitoring, audits, and transparency. The appealing and rational AI monitoring considerable encores direct HFQs, more site activity. Thank you.
Thank you. China, you have the floor.
Honorable and stationary China would the translated for a industry governed as society. The period a must be direct response to the respect for land and so taking. Every nation should return right to innovate about with concept. China supports balance, cooperative global aid governance, ensuring innovation does not compromise safety. Thank you.
Thank you. China, you have the floor.
Honorable shared and fellow delegates, Japan stands firmly for the responsible use of AI for humanity. In healthcare, AI gets good lives. In aviation, can uplift future generation. In disaster management, can prevent loss of life. Yet, these benefits can only be achieved global safety standards are respected. Japan calls for international cooperation to ensure AI is circular for not harm.
Thank you. Germany, you have the floor. On the chat, esteemed delegates, Germany emphasizes that AI must master what human rights, privacy, dignity, and equality are non-negotiable principles. AI system must be guided by ethics before economics. Germany therefore proposes the establishment of a global AI ethics council to create universal laws and protect citizens' world. Thank you, Germany. President, you have the floor.
Honorable Sir and delegates, praise it. Remains this assembly that 10 nations must be led behind in the evolution. With the proper support, the gap between Tayyip and Latin nations will by the Gates. We therefore call for the creation of the global AI solidarity fund to help us developing nations to build capacity. Together we can ensure AI is not a privilege of the few, but a benefit for all humanity. Thank you.
Thank you. Sandhya, you have the floor.
Honorable Chair and ladies, South Africa sits on the heart of nations who risk being excluded from the delegate's future. AI must not become a tool that depends inequally. Instead, it must be an opportunity for empowerment, inclusion, and justice. We call for international cooperation to close the digital divide and the issues AI access for all. Thank you.
Thank you. UK, you have the floor.
Honorable Chair and Lady, United Kingdom emphasized that AI is already reshaping our public service from healthcare to transport. But innovation must be guided by strong ethical framework. Transparency and regulation for autonomous systems are essential to prevent abuse. UK urges this committee to prioritize responsibility alongside progress. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable.
Honorable Chair and delegates, France believes that artificial intelligence must serve humanity without compromising areas. We stress the importance of privacy, safety, and data protection as the law set progress. AI development must always be subject to ethical guidelines. France therefore calls on all members to adopt global standards for responsible AI governance. Thanks.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair and delegates, Australia sees AI as a tool to address pressing global challenges such as climate change, disaster management, and sustainability. These are issues that know no borders, and a solutions must be shared internationally. Australia calls for collaborative AI development focused on public goods rather than profit. Together, we can use AI to safeguard our planet and future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, delegates. The committee will now move into an moderated caucus on ethical audits of AI. It has been time of 1 minute per delegate. India, let's begin.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. India strongly supports the international ethical audits of AI. No AI system should be deployed in critical sectors without transparency and oversight. We also stress banning lethal autonomous weapons to ensure global safety. Thank you.
Thank you, India. Using
The United States agrees with India. AI without human oversight is dangerous. We propose that every AI project must undergo an accountability review by an international AI monitoring council. This ensures both innovation and responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you. China, you have the floor.
China values cooperation but also emphasizes national sovereignty. Ethical audits must allow nations security to implement their own standards. At the same time, international collaboration on research and safety is vital. Thank you.
Thank you. Japan, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Japan supports ethical audits to public-private collaboration. Government should not allow industry experts must also help define safe and fair AI practices. Share innovation is the key to responsible AI. Thank you.
Thank you. German, you may speak.
German as a global code of AI. We cannot give critical issue individualization alone. A global AI culture needed to guide audits and protect human rights. Thank you.
Thank you. Jason, you have the floor.
Honorable Sir, basically emphasize that ethical AI governance must also focus on accessibility and inclusion. Many developing nations lack the infrastructure for audits, so we call for global capacity building program and training initiatives to bridge the gap. Thank you.
Thank you. South Africa, you have the floor.
South Africa highlights the risk of digital divide ethical audits must also ensure the fairness for developing countries, so they are not left behind in AI adoption. Thank you.
Thank you. UK, you have the floor.
The United Kingdom support international ethical framework but believes that AI companies must be transparent with their data sources and algorithms. We propose establishing a public AI transparency database managed by the Global AI Ethics Council. Thank you.
Thank you. France, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. France believe ethical AI must protect human dignity and privacy. Our delegation proposed including data product class and a mandatory privacy impact assessment in every audit. Ethical AI cannot be accessed without human rights safeguards. Thank you.
Thank you. Australia, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Australia agrees on the need for audits but stresses national control. Each country must retain the right to reject international audit recommendations. We must respect national sovereignty while ensuring global safety.
Thank you, Lucas. The time for the moderated caucus as a last. Has any delegate wished to motion to extra? Okay. The topic will now enter at non-moderated caucus for 15 minutes. It is to discuss a draft resolution clause on ethical audits of AI. You may both books and color and read. There it is. Please enter to your 6.
Let's work together include a clause about ethical audits and transparency. We can propose global AI agency to monitor AI usage, healthcare and education.
Agree. We can call it the International AI Monitoring Council. we will add a section about accountability reviews for AI companies. Yes, and we will also include a transparency database so all nation can access AI target information. We support global cooperation but must protect national sovereignty. They propose that each country that has international audit according to its own law. Our group will focus on ethical vote or friends. Friends, you can draft the privacy section and nation can add exclusivity on their working nation.
Perfect. I will write that the every audit must prefer privacy and human dignity with the data protection standards.
I will ensure our class mention global training program for underdeveloped countries to take part in ethical AI regulation.
Ethical AI should reform developing nations equally.
Exactly. The resolution should include a clause ensuring national control over AI governance.
Let's commit our ideas to one resolution. Global AI Ethical Council, Transparency Database, Training for Developing Nations, Respecting Sovereignty for Protection, Privacy and the Human Rights Clauses.
I think India and Germany can be the main sponsor and the others can be the signatories. Thank you.
Thank you, delegates. Please unveil the draft resolution for the dais. On behalf of all delegates, the draft resolution is the General Assembly guided by the team for responsible development of AI technology, recognizing the potential of AI to transform economics, healthcare, and global security. Concern about the risk is by AI with a proper ethical oversight, including autonomous weapons and biased algorithms, acknowledging the importance of international cooperation while respecting national sovereignty. Establishes a Global AI Ethics Council to provide guidelines for ethical audits and ensure human rights are protected. Encourage nations to form national AI oversight authorities to implement ethical audits aligned with international guidelines respecting sovereignty. Recommends that all AI systems deployed in critical sectors, healthcare, defense, finance, undergo mandatory ethical audits before deployment. Calls upon AI talent to submit regular transparency reports to the respective nation authorities and when applicable to the Global AI Ethics Council. Requires international support programs to assist developing countries in adopting AI ethical audits and closing the digital divide. Urges the temporary ban on lethal autonomous weapons until standards are established. Encourages the final review of AI ethical guidelines by the Global AI Ethics Council to adapt to technological advancements. Invites collaboration between governments and academic institutions and industry to share best practices and promote responsible AI innovation. Decides to remain active research for the base. Thank you. Honorable delegates, as we come to the purpose of this insightful session on level daughters of artificial intelligence, I extend my heartfelt decision to all delegates for your thoughtful contributions and spirit activity. Today's discussion has highlighted a crucial truth that artificial intelligence is reshaping our world in extraordinary ways, offering countless opportunities for progress, but presenting complexes that demand time to respond to. The need for progress governance, ethical regulation, and international cooperation are the clearly impacts. Let us remember that the future of AI depends on wisdom and duty of the global community. By working together, nations can ensure that technology remains a support for humanity. About peace, equality, and sustainable development for all. On behalf of the chat, I sincerely thank each delegate for your active participation, respect, and diplomacy throughout this session. With that, I decide this session for concluded. Thank you.